A Dominic is Hidden Face live. Just doing my good night thing. Um, so I'm just gonna make this kind of short, but I'll be here for a few minutes. You know, I just like one motivational thing that I can honestly tell you about myself is just that like I try to see the best in everybody. It saves a lot of trouble. Um, I try to see all the good in people. I don't really get into the bullying thing, and that's why I'm always so like be kind to one another and love one another, and I just feel like there's no time for hatred. Life is way too short for that nonsense. So you know, just it's a good thing to stay kind. It's a good thing to stay um, yourself. You know what I mean? Another thing I heard is stay you, stay yourself, because everyone else is taken. That's something that is true. So keep that in mind. Stay you, because everyone else is taken. Um, heard that somewhere. So I really liked that, and it's the truth. Always be you. Always be truthful. You know, just think. You know, people are so caught up in like if somebody has a bad day or somebody comes out here and they feel like crap, but yet they still come out here and they still share with the world that they are like not nice people and they're so negative and they're just looking for attention and all that. That's not true. And always remember that like people do it because they want to be themselves. And why should you come out here and be fake happy? Why should you have on a plastic smile all the time? So, you know, there was a time when, like, a good buddy of mine came out here and I thought something that wasn't even true. But I don't want her to not come out here being, you know, on herself. I want her to be, she's having panic or she's having anxiety, um, and she wants to be a little sassy. Well, let that be the case. Like, and she's not a bad person. And, I came to the realization that the time that all that went down, she wasn't even speaking of me. She wasn't even talking about me. Something else was going on. I come out here with a little bit of aggravation all the time. I come out here with a lot of sass all the time. And I still have, quite a big, you know, majority of people that like me. Um, and the ones that don't like me, they don't really matter, do they? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm me, I have to start by liking myself. You have to start by liking yourself, or what good is it going to be if you think nothing can change and you want it different? situation, parts of your life you have to make, you know, have a different aspect in life, and things will change, but you have to want them to, and I think that they will, and always give yourself that 1% goal, that one goal. I mean, I still recommend every night. For me, this is how that works. For you guys, I have no idea. For me, I want to write down a goal at night, and I want to succeed that one goal. Um, and the one thing I want to say is, I did watch a video tonight. A friend of mine. I don't disclose, and you know that I haven't done that. I've been loyal. I'm a loyal person. I'm a loyal friend. I have tried to always have people's backs. I will always be protective of people. Always be protective of people's feelings. So I don't disclose things. But anyway, I was watching a channel, and you know, people get frustrated that they did one thing and that was it, and they wanted to do more. Wish they could have done more, but you did your best. And like hearing you say tonight in the video, hey, I got to do what's right for me, and I did my best, and that's all I can do. Like that made me really happy to hear. I was very proud. Um, you know, I'm a proud person. I'm proud of the things that I hear and that I learn. You know, I get a lot of knowledge. I get a lot of knowledge from you, and I think that's really cool. And you know, sometimes I do these good night videos and it's really late, and I'm taking my Klonopin, so the videos seem kind of slow, or I sound slow in my head. Sometimes I sound different in my head, but then I watch the video, and I guess I'm not as slow talking as I would think. But I do slur my words sometimes, and I do stumble on my words, and I do stutter sometimes, and that happens. That's okay. Um, but what I was going to say was, I also heard you say and admit to yourself that you didn't fail, and that you're not a failure, and that sometimes you think you're a failure, and sometimes you think you fail, but you admitted that you know, and that is awesome, and you should be proud of yourself. Um, the person that made the video knows who she is. Be proud of yourself, you know, because I'll promise you, you are definitely not a failure. You definitely have not failed. You have definitely not quit. You have, you know, you have a lot of anxiety and a lot of, panic attacks. And panic attacks, for people that don't know, I just, for me, because I mean, this person that I was speaking of, their anxiety and their panic attacks could be a whole heck of a lot different than mine. Okay? I have no idea. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you right now, with my panic attacks, my hands get really sweaty, my heart races really fast, and like my face goes numb. You look for somebody to talk to, you know. And then that's why I got kind of mad one night. Like I was myself. And I was being, I guess, sassy or edgy, but like you look for somebody to talk to, and then all you do is you stare at your camera, and you see a bunch of zeros, 0 likes, 0 people in the room, and that makes you feel like you're not doing something right, like, and it makes you feel like you're not doing good or doing well at what you're doing. So I mean, you have to understand. When I'm in like fight or flight mode, I can't run being in this wheelchair. When you can't run and you're in that mode, you're just stuck there in your panic. Your heart goes so fast, and it really sucks. And it's really painful. You don't know whether or not you need like somebody to put those little stickers on you and check your heart because, well, oh my gosh, did I have a heart attack? Did I have a mini heart attack, or is my heart okay? And it's very scary, and your blood pressure goes up, and it's awful. It's awful. You get cold sweats, hot sweats. And then you gotta talk to somebody to try to get through it and just keep your mind focused on something. And when like there's nobody there, and you just see those zeros, it sucks. And, so you have to pretend that like the camera. When I see myself, sometimes you have to pretend like that's the friend you have. Like I'm looking at me right now. There's nobody else in here. I'm looking at my own reflection in this camera, so all I see is me. And so I feel like I'm just talking to me, and I have to talk to me to distract myself, to get out of the funky panic or anxiety mode that I'm in. But there is nothing wrong with coming out here and having those moments. And if you're going to be judged by that, you're going to be judged for that by other people. And those people, they're not really worth it, or they're not really your friends to begin with, because they're just making judgments they know nothing about. People shouldn't make judgment calls, you know, on somebody's thought process or opinions, or, like, sometimes I think, like, it's okay for me to have an opinion and for somebody else to have an opinion. And at other times, I feel like there shouldn't even be a discussion. There shouldn't be a discussion at all. You think your way, I think my way. And if we don't talk about it, you're going to believe what you believe. I'm going to believe what I believe. And if I don't have cold, hard facts, I say nothing. If you don't have cold, hard facts, you say nothing. It makes the world a better place to just sometimes keep your opinions to yourself. And like, it's also like nosy people. Nosy people get on my nerves. Like, that's hard to, you know, give an example with what, when I have some, but, well, I mean, I guess we can give them, people like, I'll go outside. I'll be sitting there, mind my business, you know, sitting on the sun and hanging out with myself, by myself. Get there for a good hour. Then somebody want to come along and be like, "What are you doing out here? I smell weed. I smell cigarettes. What are you doing?" Girl, no, you don't, because I don't smoke weed. No, girl, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't even drink. So it's like, being accused of something is not a good feeling when you know that you're not even doing the thing you're being accused of. That's why when I made that judgment call, because I've done it too and I've owned up to it. I assumed somebody was talking about me one time. When you saw my video about somebody having a comment at around the same time I tweeted something out, and they didn't weren't even talking about me. But yeah, my silly little brain kind of got the best of me and made me just shoot out at the mouth and have no clue. And I made a judgment call that wasn't even accurate. And that's the thing. I'm admitting like we shouldn't have judgment calls. We shouldn't do it. At the same time, I've done it, and I believe we all have. And we should try not to do that. But like opinions, unless you have solid facts, you know what I mean. Unless you have solid facts, and it depends. Even let me even take you back on that because that's also something that bothers me. Um, and I don't want anybody to think I'm in a bad mood. I don't want anybody thinking I'm, being grumpy or being moody or whatever. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm perfectly fine right now. But let me just kind of take you back on that. So even if you have cold hard facts, say I do what the other person does, sometimes I still want to leave it alone. Depending on the situation. But if it's something trivial and something stupid just because you want to prove somebody wrong about something, I mean, we're not 15-year-olds anymore, you know what I mean? Well, I know I have solid facts, so like, let me prove you wrong. Um, I don't do that. I don't like to do that. So there are people that I know that do like to do that, and people um, that just say the wrong things. And I'm not gonna. Well, if you have facts, show them to me. I'd rather I didn't because, like, my point wasn't to show you wrong. You know what I mean? And plus, even when you have done that, and it was something completely like not so trivial, people still are gonna believe what they want to believe, even if you have cold hard facts. Like you can show them, and they'd still be like, "Well, yeah, but you don't know if that's true. You're just reading it, or it's just in a book, or or just some nurse told you this, or some doctor told you that, or but you don't. How do they know? Well, I'm gonna guess because I went to school for it for many of years. You know, and I feel like a lot of people in hospitals they don't even understand how serious anxiety can be, or how serious a panic attack can be, because they say, "Oh, well, they pass, and then you're fine." Um, Sometimes they pass and you're fine. Sometimes they pass and then you have another one. Then you have another one. And then you have another one. And then you just have days of anxiety. And I have gone into the hospital and I have literally put myself into the emergency room and knowing full well what the problem was. And they think, well, if that's what that is, you should go home. You'll be okay. No, because I'm here to tell you, in the hospital, when I'm in the ER, I think I'm having a panic attack, and my heart's beating really fast. My blood pressure is really high. Yeah, but that'll go down if you when you relax. Yeah, but I'm not relaxed, and I don't know when I'm gonna be relaxed. So it's like when I'm not relaxed and I'm not calm, how long how long is it that my blood pressure is gonna be up? How long is it that my heart's gonna go pounding? Like those things aren't good for you. You know what I mean? Um, you're not being able, like I said, not being able to run. Like sometimes you want to be where you can be surrounded by people. So you go into the emergency room, so you're surrounded by nurses. Well, believe me, I've done that. It's not fun. Um, but beats being by yourself and feeling alone. You know, I love to talk to my wife. My wife helps me a great deal. Um, she is very supportive, and I wouldn't change a thing. She loves um, playing Mahjong on her phone. She loves playing all the games on her phone. Using her iPod, and she has anxiety too, so she does those things. But sometimes she's not focused on when I'm having a panic attack, and I try to be there for her when she's having hers, but she gotta have her face buried in the phone or iPod, and I have to understand that because that's how she deals with her anxiety. Some people come out on YouTube and just try to explain what it is for them. Some people become sassy. Some people just hide it and do nothing and just continue to hurt. And it's just harmful when, you know, you go in the bedroom and you shut the lights off and you're having that little episode where you're keeping it quiet because you're like rocking back and forth, and it's going to last longer because all you're doing is thinking. So, I mean, talking for me helps. Talking for me, like, I like to talk to Repzilla. I like to talk to Cookie. I like to talk to, you know, Gary, Brayden, my wife, when she's, able to. But like I said, she's buried in the phone a lot and the game. Um, and she sleeps an awful lot because she takes the medication that makes her very, very tired. I'm not mad at her, Sometimes she is playing her game, and sometimes she'll miss a Snapchat that I get, and she'll forget to tell me, and she'll say, "Oh, don't be mad at me, Hubby. Don't be mad at me." I'm not mad at you. I get mad at the situation sometimes because it's like, well, I really wanted to know what that person had to say. And I wanted to know, like, because I know that when I get a Snapchat from certain people, when I get a Snapchat from certain people, sorry, I feel like my voice is cracked. Um, if I get a Snapchat, again with the coughing, sorry. Mm, let me try that again. Mm. When I get a Snapchat from certain people and it's a video, I know that those certain people are afraid of the phone. They don't like the phone. They don't like to do that. So, I mean, it's really kind that they do. And they're taking a huge risk doing that. They're making a big leap. It's risky for them. Like they feel like it's risky for them. So they're putting themselves out there, and that's amazing. Um, so yeah, it bothers me when they do that, and I miss it because it was not easy for them to do, you know. And then I didn't even get to hear what they had to say, you know. But sometimes things happen, and you have to realize that things happen, you know. It's just how life goes. Couple of questions for some people before I hit the bedroom and go out for a little nap. Because I actually got my drink right here. I already watched my cookie video. I thought the video was amazing. I like. You should watch Cookie Talk. You guys should go to that channel. I think you'd really like her channel. She's got a lot of real things to say. She's honest. She's bold. She's a game changer. Definitely a brave person. So I think if you check her out, like parts of your life will change too. But I mean that is something that I'm saying because it happened for me. But I mean I don't know what's gonna happen for you. I know parts of my world has changed. Part of my wife's life has changed. Um, so uh, that's a good channel to go to. Go to Repzilla's channel. He's got cool conspiracy theories. It's just Repzilla. I mean, you should definitely check him out. Check out Bryden. Bradon. I think it's Bryden White. Um, is the name of his channel, I believe. Um, does cool martial arts stuff. My friend Cookie does some cool martial arts stuff too. Um, Definitely check those channels out. And Shane Dawson has really cool videos and conspiracy videos, and Tanner Mojo has more like Mandela effects and story time videos, which are really cool. I like to watch those. I find her super funny. You know, she gets so judged because she has a wild side, like a wild sense of humor. You know, and yet she has lots of followers. But then people want to talk trash. You can talk about trash you want, but you guys are talking trash, but you guys are also following her. So, talking about how she says gross things, she says slutty things. She did that whole Tanacon thing, and it was her fault. And sending her hate mail. I mean, putting her down like that. What are you doing for yourself? How does that make you feel good? To put that girl down, because I think it's crazy. And it's ignorant to put people down. You know, but that's just my opinion. Angry Grandpa has good videos. Unfortunately, about 6 months ago, Angry Grandpa has passed away. 6, 7 months ago. But I mean, he was hilarious. And actually, that's where my Hidden Face thing was gonna go at one point. Hidden Face was, you know, this thing where I was hanging out in dark rooms and not showing my face, and I was gonna start like being very, very private and like not showing people anything. And like when people were to give me food or give me drinks, I was gonna like throw them on the floor. Like, no, I don't want this. Why would I want this? Don't do that. You know, don't get me this. Don't get me that. That's disgusting. You know, yeah, it was gonna be like some crazy little thing that I had, but then I decided like not to play things up. Hidden face was a cool idea. Hidden face was something that I wasn't going to, unmask for yet, but somebody had been mouthing off to one of my friends and comparing myself to one of my friends. So therefore, like, I decided to have to, take off the mask to have my friends back and stick up for my friend because, I felt like they were being attacked and I didn't like it. Not one bit. So I just think people need to be kind to each other. That's something you're always going to hear me say. I've lost like what 2 followers now maybe, but that's all right. I mean, I'm just telling you. I think for me, it's good to be kind to people, and at the risk of sounding redundant, I just think positivity is a good thing, and love is a good thing, and being charismatic and honest, and like just mean what you say and say what you mean, and say it daily and say it consistently. You know, be you, tell the truth, don't tell lies, don't go. Then you have to go looking back at all your videos. Man, people have thousands of videos out here. Nobody wants to look back through thousands of videos to remember what they said one time. You know, now 5, 6, 7 months ago, if I made a video and I said something then that might be quite the same but a little different, it's because I've changed as a person. My world has changed a little bit. Um, but the power of positivity is a real thing. You know, so I just think when you can be positive, you should be, but you can't always like have on a fake plastic smile, and you can't always be in a positive mood. That's just not possible. That's just fake. That's what I mean. Just because you're in a bad mood or you're feeling bummed out or you're feeling sad, and that has nothing to do with being a failure. It has nothing to do with you failed. Like you don't fail if you don't fail if you're in a bad mood. If you're in a bad mood and you're angry and sometimes you just want to write poetry, let it out, or break shit, or throw shit, or just come out here and vent. That's not failing. When you're angry, when you're in a great mood, you're happy and chipper, and like very not anxious, but like looking for the right word, enthusiastic. It's like you know, a day or two later, you can be grumpy or sassy or confused or alone. That doesn't mean just because you had a good day the day before and you're having a bad day the next day, and then you failed because you didn't. Because you're trying. When you stop trying, that's a beginning of failure. That's the start of a failure. That's the start of an epic fail. When you just are starting to give up. But to put something down and to put something on hold, that doesn't make you a failure either. You know, I mean, for me, if I get grumpy, if I get aggravated, I might have a bad day today. But I always say, like, well, if I had a crappy day yesterday, it's okay today. Maybe it'll be a better day tomorrow. So, I mean, I don't think I want to quit vlogging out here and, putting on my vlogs and whatnot. Um, but that's for me, and other people might feel like they need to um, stop doing it for a while because they need time for themselves. For me, I might need a couple of hours or a day or, minutes. But what I need, well, for me, is you guys. Um, I need to hear that I made a difference and that I made an impact on your life and I did some type of contribution. And, not really validation. I'm not really looking for your validation. I'm looking for your friendship. I'm looking for your honesty. I'm looking for your kindness. And sometimes it's kind when you're giving constructive criticism, as long as you're not trying to hurt. Constructive criticism is okay. I can take constructive criticism, and sometimes I need constructive criticism, and that's okay for you guys to do that and give that to me. Your best friends, you know, I have I've talked about it a lot, so if you want to go through my videos, maybe you should take a look, but I have a cyber mentor out here. My cyber mentor teaches me a lot, and I feel like I get therapy just by speaking to her, and I find her very therapeutic for me. Um, but she knows who she is, and I always tell her she's my cyber mentor. So if you want me to sit here and tell you names, I'm not going to do that. Like I'm not going to disclose things that I don't need to disclose right now. But I've made videos where I've said it, and I've made videos where, you know, things have been said. If you guys are really watching them, then you'll know. So you want to know, take a gander and go back to a couple of videos, watch some. Uh, but yeah, I have a cyber mentor out here, and I'm very happy, and I'm really, really think she's cool, and I just, um, I'm glad my life has changed the way that it has, and if people need a break, they need a break. For me, like I said, I need a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, or whatever the case may be. But damn it, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna be me. And if people don't like that and I keep losing subscribers, then that means they don't like me for who I am. And I have to deal with that. Because like I said, it's about the likes. And I told you why it was about the likes. So yet again, if you don't know why it's about the likes, check my other videos out and you'll know. And, I always told you too, why I prefer to stay in the middle. You know what the middle does for me. So, if you don't know, watch my videos. And to my friend, I wanted to know, like I said before I go, a couple of questions. I wanted to know if you got my picture that me and my wife made for you. I want to know that you're okay. I want to know that you're feeling a lot better, or at least a little better. And if there's anything that I can do for you, that's what I want to know. I want to know if there's anything I can do for you. I want to know if there's anything you need me to stop doing for you. I need to know if I'm doing too much, or if I'm triggering you, or I just want to know things. I want to make sure you're okay. Cause my number one thing is making sure my friends are okay. My friends make the world go round. Without my friends, I don't really have, you know, nobody but me, and that's okay because, like I said earlier in the video, always have yourself because everyone else is taken. But at the same time, it does suck to be lonely at times. And at times, you want to be alone, I guess. Um, One thing that I really hate is when people are talking to me and I have headaches and I feel really, like blah. I don't really respond, but I'm not ignoring them. I don't ever want people to think that I'm ignoring them. I wouldn't do that. I don't ignore my friends. I just, I might be super quiet because my head hurts, or I'm focused on what I'm watching, and, like I really want to watch it because that's where my focus is at. But, I think this video has gone on long enough, and I basically just came out here to say goodnight to, my friends, all of my friends, but I have a specific friend out there that I do goodnight videos for, so fist bump player, and as I always say, on that note, this is Dominic, his hidden face, and, you know, somebody came in and gave me a like, and I really appreciate that, by the way. But on that note, this is Dominic, which is, blah. See, if you go back to like my other videos, I got a couple of videos where I screw up like this, but I don't delete them just because I screw up. That's because screwing up is not a failure either. Everybody messes up, but then they want to delete it and not show their mistakes or not show their emotions. And that, you can definitely do something with my videos. You have my permission. You have my blessing. I would not be mad. But as much as I mess up out here, and I stutter and I stumble on my words, you guys want to make a blooper video on me? Take all my videos and put them together so they're bloopers. Or absolutely you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. If Marcy wants to do that, that's absolutely fine. If Cookie wants to do that, that's fine. If Shane Dawson wants to do that. Um, Jenna Marbles, um, Jenna Mojo, anybody. I mess up, so no, why not make? If I knew how to do it, I'd do it. I'd make more bloopers. because it would give you guys a reason to laugh, and that's the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. Um, so keep that smile on your face as long as it's real, as long as it's honest, and it's not a fake plastic smile. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying be you. Don't be fake. Now, like I tried to say before, and I had messed it up, I was saying, on that note, this is Dominic, his hidden face, and God bless you all. And stay kind to one another, love one another, and just spread love all around the world, okay? Don't spread hatred. Keep spreading the love, you know, because we are all, people always talk about different races and talk about, you know, all this racism going around and all this hate stuff going around. We're all of one race. We're a human race. We're the human race. You know? So, just love each other. Be kind. Bleed. We all bleed red. Remember, cut open. Sorry about that coughing. Um, anyway, Dominic is hidden face. And my main goal, before I go, I didn't do this at the beginning. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button right there. Right there. There it is. Hit that little bell so you know your notifications are on. Um, and that I had sent you a video. And Cookie, I hope today you have a cooktastic day. And am I right, Cookie Bear? Sweet dreams. And dream big. Have as good of thoughts as you can. And just, you know, dream whatever dream you can. Just make it big. And things are going to happen for you, girl. I am just telling you that I'm praying for you every night. I pray nightly. And, you know, and don't get me wrong, I pray for all my friends. And I pray for my family. Pray for my wife. I do pray and, you know, not a cure, but a help and a support. And, you know, God's going to do what he's going to do, and he's going to be there to give you what you need. And, you know, no one's ever usually going to get everything they want, but people will most of the time get what they need. So, you know, what I need is all of you, and I really appreciate all of you. And, Cookie, I'm really glad that, you know, me and my wife got to meet you out here on YouTube, because that has really been a game changer for us. So, um, saying goodbye is nothing I take lightly. I always say see you later. I always say next time. So too, next time, for real this time.